they're coming to the area, and a lot of us farmers, we're actually selling off little pieces of acreage to these people. So in saying that, we've got to respect their rights too. A little give, a little take.
Well, we have bylaws that try and control, so we can't fragment the land too much. And I think if we keep maintaining that, there will be a good balance between agriculture still being a viable business in the MD.
Your acreage dwellers, I think their expectations are different than ours. In fact, I know they are. For instance, if we're combining, maybe they don't want the noise of combines running around their dwellings, you know, after 9 o'clock or something. But it's our living. Mother Nature is our boss. We run when the weather is good and time doesn't mean a whole bunch to us. So I think we both have different views of what we expect, and we got to respect each other.
A balance can be met, but I think we have to have a very watchful eye on it, that it does stay balanced and it doesn't get lopsided.
If it has to get bigger and bigger down here. So we have to embrace that, and they have to embrace us, but we have to work together.
The peaceful serenity of country living is something many people dream of. But those dreams can be shattered if people aren't aware of what living in the country really means.
Most people move into this part of the country because they want peace and quiet and solitude. And I would give them the advice that they will get that for the most part, but they will also get it 365 days a year.
It's not always easy. We can encounter some weather, and that can bring some challenges.
The MD of Willow Creek maintains 2,200 kilometers of road. It takes us 3 days when weather conditions are good to get over our roads.
So if it's January 3rd and you got to drive to work, and there's 3.5 feet of snow and it's 35 below, you're going to have peace and solitude probably for several days before the snowplow shows up to open the roads.
One of these graders is approximately $350,000 with snow equipment. And, you know, that's the first call is, why doesn't the MD have twice as much of the equipment? We could get out twice as fast, but there's no way that, you know, your taxes could justify that.
There are times there won't be any services. The roads are blocked, power is out. Sometimes our children miss school for almost a week, and we just take that in stride.
Our MD has always been very good at keeping roads open in the wintertime, but it's still something that you have to be self-reliant. You have to be able to plow yourself out if you got to go somewhere, or else just wait till the roads are open.
We must remember that these people out here, this is where their jobs are. Their cattle are out here. They need to feed their cattle and survive back here. And it's a whole different world for a person that's trying to get back to their job.
I would just take a good look at considering what your responsibilities are living in the country, whether it's having animals or whether it's disposing of your wastes or whatever it is, and what those things might entail for you to do. And just make sure you're prepared and willing to do those things prior to coming out here, because it could create some challenges.
But it's just a lifestyle change. You have to watch how much water you use because we're on a cistern as opposed to a well. So it was just a little, for us, a little learning curve.
Well, we don't get our mail every week, and we have enough groceries for several months most of the time.
For the amount of people that live on any given road, there's very little traffic. So, I mean, there'll never be paved roads. And so you have to consider that if you build a house on a gravel road, it'll likely be still gravel in 100 years because it's too expensive to do anything else.
And if we have problems with our house, our plumbing, our sewers, we have to organize the fix. Those are things that people have to understand.
So yeah, you have to be able to do all the things that need to be done on a daily basis yourself for the most part.
You want to know all your neighbors just in case there's an emergency. If you're going to town, you have to time it so that you're not wasting trips back and forth.
There's some responsibilities that come with moving to the country, for sure.
With nature at the doorstep of almost everyone living in the MD of Willow Creek, the environment is something that is top of mind. The delicate nature of the environment has even changed traditional farming and ranching procedures.
Our native grasses are very, very rare, and they are very delicate, and it's something that we really, really want to work hard at to ensure that we keep those.
Your watersheds, you can't be going tearing through them with your ATVs. There's a whole pile of environmental concerns that are coming on board right now.
Obviously, we make our living managing the environment, and if we manage it only for production, it will have a detrimental effect on the total environment.
It's a tough thing because we really like to take care of the land. We try to graze it carefully, try to preserve the native plants that are here, because it's just, once you disturb the land, it's gone. You can't bring it back. It's not like cultivated land where you can just plow it under and reseed it.
And I think it's very important for people to do their homework and understand what is allowed and what isn't, and the impact they will have personally on the landscapes, all the resources, whether they're agriculture, industry, recreation, or residential.
While people move to the country to seek wide open spaces and solitude, there are times when having neighbors are important.
Out here, we rely on our neighbors 100%.
Everybody helps everybody out, so you're never alone. You're a long ways from your neighbor, but you're never alone.
You can be in any of the grocery stores in town or on the main street, and you'll bump into somebody that you know, whether it's a personal way or a professional manner.
And in this part of the country, we make our living and we do all our business deals by the shake of a hand and on reputation.
Don't be scared to talk to your neighbors, make friends with them. They're your best allies, your best asset. To me, is my neighbors.
Our first cowboy, steer right this morning, Carter Bar.
Our neighbors to us in this part of the world are everything, and so we rely on them, and we hope that they can rely on us as well.
Oh, man!
The best part of the people is they're very friendly. They're honest and very friendly.
You could go to anybody's house and ask them any question, and I'd hazard a guess they'd ask you in for a tea or a coffee. Probably want you to stay for dinner as well.
It gives us a lifestyle of Western way of life and a real freedom that we really enjoy living in the country.
I know I need to have cattle and do things to make a living, but just enjoying nature as it is my first love.
It's a lovely community, a very, very nice place to live.
The only thing I could tell you about living here is that a team of wild horses couldn't drag me away from this place. This is our home. We love it here. We love the community. We love the community spirit. And we're so proud to be part of this area.
You get a connection with the land, and something about open country like that just gets in people's blood, and that's where they want to stay.